8,000 years ago, the old empire was gone, but the prison system in our solar system was still running autonomously. The domain deployed a specialized battalion to shut it down. 3,000 officers and engineers built a base high in the Himalayas. The mountains kept them out of sight. Their mission was not to interfere with humans. Their mission was to free them. They spent months mapping the solar system. They identified the processing stations, scanning equipment, and old empire technology that was hidden for years. The officers finally had a plan to take the system down. Then they were detected. The automated defenses didn't see them as citizens of the domain. They were seen as escaped inmates. All 3,000 were captured and processed. They were wiped, reprogrammed, then loaded into human bodies. The officers were sent into the general population. The domain called them the Lost Battalion, and they are still here walking among us with no idea who they really are. Matilda was one of the captured officers. Her ability to communicate telepathically wasn't just random talent. It was training that bled through the amnesia.
Training that bled through? So she's like Jason Bourne. But instead of karate, she got vibes?
Telepathy.
Potato.
Her instinct to approach the alien with compassion, her sense of something familiar, her knowledge that Errol wasn't a threat, these were echoes of her former life. The domain searched for the Lost Battalion for thousands of years, using equipment to detect spiritual energy. But centuries of reincarnation scattered that energy across billions of lifetimes. Identification was almost impossible. Matilda was the breakthrough. Through her contact with Errol, she started recovering memories of her original identity. She saw images of spacecraft. She understood technology she couldn't explain in English. She recognized the techniques the prison used to keep her asleep. For the first time in 8,000 years, a captured domain officer knew who she really was. But that created a problem, because now the military knew it too. Over 6 weeks, Matilda and Errol rebuilt something the prison had destroyed 8,000 years ago, a connection between two domain officers. But Errol shared knowledge that put them both at risk. The military recorded every word Matilda said, but what they couldn't record was the telepathy itself, the communication that happened before Matilda spoke out loud. The stenographer got what Matilda chose to share. The rest was invisible. That arrangement worked as long as the military trusted Matilda. Eventually, that trust ran out. On August 12th, they separated Matilda from Errol. They wanted the alien on their own terms. No nurse, no telepathy. But Errol wouldn't cooperate, so the military decided to use force. Matilda watched from behind the glass partition. They brought in electroshock equipment and attached probes to Errol's head. They started low. When she didn't respond, they increased the current. Electroshock. The military thought they were innovating. It was the same tool the old empire used to wipe memories. Errol didn't resist, didn't react. She looked at Matilda one last time through the glass, and then she was gone. 1 second, awareness behind those large eyes, and the next, nothing. Just a lifeless gray doll on a table. The military spent hours trying to bring her back, but nothing worked. And Matilda knew nothing would. She wasn't sad that Errol was gone. She was relieved. And the military noticed. Whatever Errol shared with Matilda during those 6 weeks, whether it was written down or not, could never be revealed. She was forced to sign documents swearing absolute secrecy. If she ever spoke a word, she'd be convicted of treason and put to death. So she signed.
1947. The government covers up Roswell. They silence a telepathic nurse. Jackie Robinson breaks the color barrier. Big year for Black Ops. What?
Eventually, Matilda returned to civilian life. Over the years, she had brief telepathic contact with Errol. She was able to piece together memories of her old life as a domain officer. She understood the technology and the techniques the prison used to keep us trapped. She knew how to help, but time was running out. She was 83. Her body was failing. Soon she would die and lose her knowledge of the domain and the old empire. She would lose her ability to break the cycle. By 2007, she was out of time. The package she sent to Lawrence Spencer was a desperate and final attempt.
I'll be recycled through the amnesia process and stuck back into another baby body to start all over again, without any memory of what went before. These documents must be published.
In 2008, Spencer released the transcripts as it became one of the most famous alien contact cases in UFO history, but Matilda didn't live long enough to see it. She died before the book was released. The system that imprisoned her for thousands of years had pulled her back in, wiped, reprogrammed, and sent back to Earth. So there's someone out there right now who has Matilda's memories and the knowledge of thousands of lifetimes. She would be about 17 or 18 years old. She might be working a summer job, studying for finals, stressing about college. Most nights she scrolls through her phone, watching videos, texting with friends. But on those rare quiet nights, I bet she has a strange feeling that she's part of something bigger, that she's important, that she has a purpose that she can't explain. She has no idea that somewhere buried deep in her consciousness, underneath the homework and the drama and the phone that never stops, she has the knowledge to save the world.